Okay, Hayes, first off, my apology. This video took me way too long to get to you. I was having the hardest time figuring out how I was going to replace the lesson that we missed with a video, and I have shot this video. This is attempt number 6. Now, the last time I got rained on, I was doing an outdoor video, so it's not because of, the inability to do the video, but here's what I figured out. I am not going to do a video to replace the lesson. I'm going to do 3 videos. This first one is simply learning to get from your chords to the fancy part of Martin and Gina quickly enough, because you have both parts. The trick is getting there without the transition causing a problem. So just the transition, that's what we're going to work on today. This is going to be probably right at 10 minutes, maybe a little bit less than 10 minutes. The second video, I'm going to show you a scale. The second one, I already kind of know what I'm going to do, but I'll wait a few days to send that to you. And then the third one, which will be a few days after that, is going to be me showing you how to play a solo using the scale from the second video. So this first one, this is just, I need to send you something now. I know this is an issue, so here you go. The second 2 are preparations for something that's coming up. And that is, I need you to be a lead guitarist playing Buddy Holly with the drummer who is before you. Now, the solo is going to be the hardest part. The song will not be a problem for you at all. The solo will be hard. That's why I want to start that first. So, here we go. Let's get into Martin and Gina. Now, you already know this part. So let's talk about the transition. Now, you're going from a B5 power chord to a B on the 7th fret of the E string. Now, what you want to remember when you move is to not use your wrist. Now, I'm saying this because everybody does this. Everyone throws their wrist over. What you want to do instead is you want to use your shoulder, your elbow, whatever. You want to move your arm. You don't even move your hand. I used to say that you move your hand, not your fingers, but you really don't move your hand. Look, I mean, your hand should do nothing. So look, first thing, we're going to go from our B5 to an E, which is the 7th fret of the A string. Now, your root of the B5 is on the A string. It's the 2nd fret of the A string. So you're just sliding right up. As a matter of fact, you hear that rooster? Do you want to know when that rooster does that? I'll give you a hint. It's when we're all sleeping. Alright, so that's our first exercise. That rooster, I tell you what, man. Okay, so alright, we will use a metronome in a second. For now, let's just B5, E, B5, E, B5. Now, you saw me turning my hand there. I have a habit of shaking the note. So the deal is, that's wrong. So I'll also remind myself not to do that. Alright, ready? Play with me. Ready? And B5, E. What we want to think about here is moving crisply, smoothly, cleanly, not fast, but quickly. What you want to do is you want to move quickly to this note as if you can do it. Don't make adjustments to make sure that you do it right. Get the movement crisp, and if the result is wrong, adjust. So don't change how you move your hand to get the right result. Move your hand the way that you're supposed to and make small adjustments until the result is correct. And the way that you move your hand is that you're sliding with your, kind of like your forearm is moving. Your hand does not twist at all, and it's a crisp movement. Ready, and 1 and 2. 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 As I go these different speeds, I want you to keep up no matter what. It doesn't matter if the note is wrong. Keep up. Alright, now we're going to go slower. Ready, and 1 and 2. Ready, 1 and 2. Ready, and 1 and 2. So you can learn different things slow when you're playing slowly than you can when you're playing quickly. Any speed that we play, let's say they're slow, medium, and fast, the idea is to learn something. Let's go slow, ready, and 1 and 2. Now the thing I just noticed, we really can't move our hands slowly. We still have to move pretty quickly. So I don't really know what to do with this. Let's do it again. Ready, and 1 and 2. Ready, and 1 and 2. The idea is to memorize the feeling of moving to here. You can't memorize the location. You don't memorize how it looks. You memorize how it feels, because it's the feeling in your muscles that gets the note to be right. Ready, and 1 and 2. Now we're going to do slow, slow, fast. On the fast one, we go as fast as we can. Slow, ready, and 1 and 2. Again, ready, and 1 and 2. Fast, ready, and 1 and 2. Now, when you go fast, you just want to check, do you overshoot or undershoot? Slow, ready, and 1 and 2. Fast, ready, and 1 and 2. Slow, 1 and ready, and 1 and 2. Fast, ready, and 1 and 2. Slow, ready, and 1 and 2. Fast, ready, and 1 and 2. So try that slow, slow, fast. Okay? That's enough of my explaining on that. If you need to pause the video because you don't feel like you've really got that down, go ahead and pause the video. We've got one other step that we're going to do this. And then we're going to look at an alternate way to do this that I don't think you should use the alternate way, but I'm going to tell you anyway, just because I guess I couldn't sleep at night if I don't tell you. So now, what's the difference between this and what we're supposed to play? Okay, so you're going to bend your finger because you're not playing here. So you got to bend your finger to get down here. But notice if you don't move your knuckles at all, that's really bent. So you will have to drop your hand down a bit. So your hand's going to move down this way a bit, but it's also going to drop down a bit. So we don't want to do that in 2 movements because that will be slow. But we also want to avoid turning. So for a minute here, I want you to just play these notes a bit and just think of the journey to this note. Okay, just go back and forth a bit. Notice you have to drop your hand down and you have to move it over. You need to do it at the same time. Keep working on this. Okay? Right? So that, I don't know if you can see in my hand if you're paying attention to my hand at all, but there's as little movement as possible. So you might not even notice my hand dropping at all. My hand's really not dropping very much. Maybe it is. It's kind of a lot, isn't it? That's weird that you don't notice it coming here. One of the things I just noticed is I kind of tuck my elbow in, as I do it. I think, I don't know, that dropping motion, just keeping myself from doing this, kind of tuck the elbow in a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, are you ready to do this together? Well, since I can't hear your response, I'm going to assume you said yes. So slowly, ready, and 1 and 2. Ready, and 1 and 2. Ready, and 1 and 2. Now the reason we want to make sure that we keep our hands level, we don't turn, because we have other notes coming. Now you can actually play with your hand turned here, but the thing is, adding this movement, plus this movement, plus this movement, plus finger movement, it's too many, so the odds of missing increase too much. So you really want your hands in the same position when you get down here as it is up here. Right? Ready, and 1 and 2. 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 Remember, as we speed up, you have to keep up no matter what. If you miss the note, so be it. you're working on moving your hand a certain way at certain speeds. You just keep working on it till the result is correct. Don't change how you move to get the result. You do that when you're on stage, when someone's paying attention. In practice, you never do that. In practice, it's always about how you move your hand, not the result. Okay, so it is about the result, right? But you have to prioritize the movement. Here we go. Ready, and 1 and 2. Ready, I miss 1 and 2. Faster, and ready, and 1 and 2. 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 Now you're not going to want to hear this, but it would be a good idea to practice this with a metronome. So just to make sure you know how to do that. Ready, and 1 and 2. Ooh, this feels fast. This is only 60, but it feels fast. Ready, and 1 and 2. Ready, and 1 and 2. Now we're going to go 65. Ready, ready, and 1 and 2. Ooh, I missed. Let's do it again. Ready, and 1 and 2. 70. Ready, ready, and 1 and 2. Again, and 1 and 2. Ready, and 1 and 2. 75. Ready, and 1 and 2. Ready, and 1 and 2. So if you work with a metronome, what you do is every day your goal is to simply beat the speed from the day before. Okay, so if you get to 70, your goal is 75. Sorry, there's a dog being walked, and I just realized I don't know where my dog is. Okay, so now instead of playing on here, right, this B can be found here. Notice it sounds the same. Alright, so 2nd fret of the A string, 7th fret of the E string. So you could play this. So you can play here. So I think there's going to be 2 issues with this. One, whether or not that works for you, and then remembering to do it. Remembering to get there. Alright, so let's work on this. Just that. So that note hasn't changed. These notes haven't changed. The only thing that's changed is where we're getting them. Not here. So, okay, so we're on the 7th fret. Same power chord. So ready, and 1 and 2. 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 Ready, and 1. So let's put this chord in the song. It goes a bit like this. 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and a 3, 4, 1 and 2 and a 3, and ready, and 1 and 2 and a 3, 4, 1 and 2 and a 3, and let's speed it up. Ready, and 1 and 2 and a 3, 4, 1 and 2 and a 3, and ready, and 1 and 2 and a 3, 4, 1 and 2 and a 3. So practice your transition from here to here. I actually still, for whatever reason, prefer playing this chord and then just jumping up. I think it looks cool. I think that's why I like it. But, you know, I mean, that was actually pretty easy to just play your power chord at the 7th fret. So I don't know, man. All right, so work on both of those variations with the metronome. Remember that the idea is quick, crisp movements, not fast movements, okay? Sort of jerky, robotic movements. Like, you know, when you do the robot, you're not flowy, right? You always go like this. I sort of think of the same kind of movements. And then I will send you the skill video soon. Enjoy your practice. Goodbye.